Your search is over, now welcome to First Mint. Looking for NFT content? Look no further, cause this is it. From Top Shot to blockchain, they got the data chops, analysis, and pack drops. The show's equator hot. LG and Phil D, the best amongst others. Best brothers to happen to ball since the Ball Brothers. So settle in, cause it's time for the best show. Ayo Quad, who we reppin'? First Mint. Let's go.
Whoa!
Ayo, Quad. Quad's not even here tonight. Breaking news. We don't know where Quad is. Last week, Phil, we didn't know where you were. This week, I don't know. We don't know where Quad is. So we're always missing. And then I think the week before I was gone too. So we're always missing somebody from the show. But it doesn't matter. Life goes on. We got a fantastic show for you tonight. I'm LG. That's the real Phil D. This is the First Mint Live. Phil D, welcome back, man. Welcome
back, baby.
Honestly, feels like
back
you
in
were
the
gone
cut
for freaking years. Okay, where did you go?
I ended up going to South Florida for the last 9 or 10 days. And if you're asking why I'm not tan, because I don't look that tan, I spent only like 10% of my time in South Florida sitting in the sun, which is really unfortunate because I am the kind. If you've ever been to Cuba, Mexico, any of those places with me, LG, which you have not, you would know that I am that guy that gets hammered on the first day and falls asleep in the sun for like 10 hours and then it ruins the rest of your trip. So I love spending time in the sun. I didn't get to spend time in the sun because I wasn't there for that. I was there for hockey. So lots of time spent in a cold arena while in South Florida. But I'm not going to lie. I did not want to come back. I really did not want to come back. Wow. Had I had a reason to stay there or any way of staying there, I would have not got on that flight back to Canada. That's for sure.
Oh my God. Somebody who wants to stay in Florida. Okay. Must have been really good, man. The Krabby Bills must have been delicious where you were.
Krabby Bills, Pirates Cove, wrong part of Florida. But I'll say this, South Beach was quite the experience. And that entire coast there is unbelievable. Even though the average age is like 80 or 80 plus. And I felt like a complete junior, even though I'm not a junior. It was awesome, man. It was like 90 degrees the entire week. Every single day it hit above 90. So
how much is that? How much is that in Celsius?
I know, isn't that crazy? I can only tell you what it looked like because that's how I gauged it over there. I would say that's like 30 something. I don't know. I'd have to do the conversion, but
hot.
It was hot every single day. Yeah, okay. Mid-October, incredible. Nighttime, all the windows down in the car, all that stuff, man.
Wow.
I had a blast.
And then when you came back, how much time had passed in the NFT world while you were gone?
Like, I still can't catch up. I'm asking questions in our Discord today, and I'm getting absolutely grilled. People are like, where have you been? What do you mean you don't know? I'm like, what's this drop? Like, it doesn't make any sense. No, I'm not going to turn into a Florida man. I did see Florida mans, though. I told you the other night.
Did. What's the Florida man? What's the Florida
you
man?
Can tell who they are, man. Like, the ones that get, like, okay, so if you write down on Google Florida man, it's a known thing, and you hit enter, a bunch of crazy stuff shows up. Okay, I saw the kind of guy that fights an alligator in like a ladder match. I saw the kind of guy that robs a bank and then goes back to that bank like 5 minutes later and tries to deposit money or something like that. Those are Florida men. That's what they're talking about.
Those are such specific examples, man.
I don't know, man. There's a lot of crazy stuff that goes on in that state. I had heard so many things. Like, there was a time once where people were, I don't know what they were on, but they were eating other people. That was recently. If you look that up, there was a time where I don't know what was going on in Florida, but some guys were eating other guys on the street and just trying to eat everyone.
Sea salt thing, wasn't there a guy?
Yeah, that's what it was. The bath salts or
somebody, and then it turned out that all he did was smoke weed. Bath salts, not sea salts. Bath salts.
Bath salts. That's exactly what it was, man.
Bath salt is bad. Yeah, that's right.
So I was looking out for that stuff, and I did see some interesting characters. I did come across a couple of scenes that were famous for the wrong reasons. Just on a more serious side, I drove by that building that had collapsed in South Florida not too long ago. You know, that condo that came down there?
Yeah.
As well as the arena that we were at for the entire week was only, I'd say, 3 or 4 minutes away from that high school with that mass shooting a couple of years ago, Marjorie Stoneman. So landmarks that you don't typically want to run into or go see, but they were inevitable, and I saw them. But had a great time there. For anyone who watches the NHL, ran into a lot of the New York Islanders who were staying in one of the hotels we were at. Yeah, it was pretty wild. I'll tell you that. Wow. But like I said, I would have stayed there, but I wouldn't be here right now.
Did you tell them you're a Leafs fan?
No, we actually had one of our players pose with them as they thought he was an NHL player. And a lot of the fans from the Islanders took pictures with him and autographs and all that. No, I'm serious. It went over 100 autographs signed and pictures taken, and it lasted for a long time, and nobody really clued in. So, yeah, I didn't do that myself, but yeah, it's a great time.
Having a wild time down in Florida, man. That's great.
I also went to see all the stadiums and arenas. I actually went to the Miami Hurricanes campus, the U, right? But I also didn't realize that they don't play their games there anymore, and they play it at the Hard Rock Stadium, which is so far away. It's like a 30 or 40-minute drive in traffic. And that's where the Miami Dolphins play.
Do you have any vacation photos or anything like that? You got anything you can share with us?
Oh, man, not on this computer. I'd have to send them to you. I'll get you something before the end of the show.
Yeah, get us something before the end of the show, man. We can't do trip recaps without some kind of photo.
Told you, though, 80% of the time stuck. Well, not stuck. 80% of the time in the arena. The rest of the time I was at the condo, which was on a canal.
Prove it, man. Prove it.
With a pool.
Show us the arena. Show us that there are hockey rinks in Florida. That's what we want to see, man.
You'd be surprised, man. I didn't get to see the Miami Heat arena. I really wanted to. I think it's still called the American Airlines.
Mike just wants to see another LG in Vegas.
Yes, Mike. Mike, you want to see those? Trust me. If you have me on Facebook, there's a whole album of LG photos in Vegas. Those were LG's wildest days ever, and he was absolutely wilding out in Vegas.
So far, wildest days so far. Anyways, Phil D, great to have you back. We got an awesome show for you guys tonight. We have the legendary Usman is returning. He is the first guest ever on the live show. He is in the house. The crowd already calling his name to get him up here, and he is here to celebrate our partnership with Candy Digital. We're going to be talking baseball tonight. We're going to be looking at some of the NFTs that are coming your way next week. We're going to have the first look tonight of those NFTs. Nobody else has seen them, but you guys are going to see them first right here on the First Mint with Usman. The first Usman, also a good one. After that, we got Usman, and then we got Tommy Wilson's going to be in the house, our old friend. He's going to be talking about some of the projects he's into, like Parallel, which announced some big news today, some of his art. And then also we're going to talk baseball with him because he is a minor league pitcher in the Met system. So always great to get a baseball brain talking about the NFTs that we're going to be looking at. After that, we have another guest joining us who was in Milwaukee the other night for the Top Shot Suite experience. And I know we are definitely going to have some great questions for them, and hopefully they can share some photos and some anecdotes of the latest Top Shot experience. So without further ado, let's get to the repeat guest. He's back on the show. Give it up, people, for Usman. Wow. They are excited to see you, man.
You're supposed to give the UFC entrance for Usman, not just the clapping.
Back and just come up the stairs. I don't know if I knew in advance, I'd get the punching gloves. I go put on a full show for y'all, but next time.
Yeah, you got to give them LG next time. This is what happens for repeat guests. We have to have a better introduction for them. It's got to be like the Bruce Buffer, Michael Buffer, one of the two. The UFC, Usman, I think you deserve it, man, because the last time we saw you was on the very first show ever. And that was back when I was bringing up Discord quotes and stuff like that.
Discord a fool, man. That was a classic.
Discord a fool.
Segment. That's a classic segment.
I'm not going to lie, Usman, you are one of the most popular personalities in the NFT space. No joke. When we posted this show tonight, you saw the responses. We don't usually get that many responses for a show. And it was all because Usman and Tommy were coming on, both very popular. But back in the Top Shot days, Usman, I was reading some stuff. There was some crazy stuff being sent your way in that Discord, man. And I have to say, you look a lot more relaxed now than you did back in those days. So how much has your life changed from all the way back in that first show to now in terms of, I don't know, you look zen, man. You look like you're just chill now. People are not out for your head because back in the day, everybody wanted Usman's head because that was the only person they could find that was connected to Top Shot.
I don't know. Well, I don't know who wanted his head. He was the guy that they were like, he was the center of attention. Everybody needed to get the info from Usman. So if things didn't go well,
the good, the bad, the ugly.
Usman was the guy. That's it. But I agree, Usman looking refreshed. But Usman, tell us how you doing, man. Just tell us how you're doing.
I'm doing great. Thank you for asking. I will say, we do have pretty early Top Shot vibes right now. I will say there is quite a bit of traffic, so it's been really nice to see. Candy's just been all out marketing flow. We got shout out during the postseason, live TV, MLB emails. We're on social. We were featured on MLB Tonight, just absolutely everywhere. So a large influx of people. But I'm just happy. Like baseball is a very, very large passion in my life. I grew up just imagining myself bottom of the ninth inning. Every kid they just envision themselves while they're watching a game, hitting that final home run. So baseball is just a very, very strong passion of mine. I'm doing what I love, just like I did with Top Shot, and I would say that definitely helps with where I'm at. Kind of similar to what I was doing at Top Shot with my love for sports in general and community.
That's awesome.
Now, Usman, why are you not at the game right now, man? The Los Angeles Dodgers are playing. Every time I pull up my Facebook, I see like fight videos from the Dodgers games. So I can understand that. No, I'm serious. Like, I don't know what's going on over there, but things get really.
You mean like in the stands or
in the stands, man, nonstop. Like that's all there is these days. All the Chargers games, all the Rams games, all the Dodgers games. Something is going on in LA where fans want to fight fans, and it's not always of the other team. LG, if you pull up the video, it's always like within the same team. So, have you? I don't know. I've never been to the Dodger Stadium. What's the atmosphere there like? And how come you're not there tonight, man? It's a big game starting right now.
Like most obnoxiously superstitious fans in baseball, I believe that I may be prone to bad luck by watching some games. So I noticed that every Braves game that I watched versus the Dodgers, this NLCS, they've lost. The Dodgers have lost. So, I may not actually watch the game today. That's how superstitious.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm like that too sometimes. I just have time to say, what's an MLB fight of the day NFTs next? I swear to God, go on Facebook and just pull up any sports
If Phil worked
video.
at Candy, that's what we'd be getting is MLB fan fights of the day or something.
I just don't get it, man. It's like it's the playoffs. Be happy.
It's awful to see. Yeah, it's like that kind of stuff.
I just don't get it, man.
It's like I like getting rowdy at sports stadiums and stuff, but it's you don't want to, you want people to enjoy the game. You want people to direct that at the other team, like yell some stuff out or whatever, but don't keep it respectful.
Have you seen the movie Green Street Hooligans? Was that what it was called?
Yeah, I know what it is. I have not seen it. It's with the hooligans, the British soccer fans. That's right.
It's similar. It's just part of culture now. Admittedly, I think there should be a certain cutoff for micheladas, but I think it has generally gotten a little calmer. I went to a Giants versus Dodgers game where you kind of expect most validity. It's not a word, but just more hostility, and I didn't get a sense of that, and I think that's just due to security playing a larger role, at least in the most recent years. So I'm happy to see things have calmed down. People have mostly gravitated towards just enjoying the sport like they should, and being friendlier towards one another. I might be wrong. I might have just went there on a really nice day where people were just generally nicer, but at least that was the case the last few games that I went.
I pulled it up. I looked it up. You can watch this entire movies on YouTube, even if it's only from 15 years ago. You can watch the entire thing. And I just went to halfway through, and it's just Elijah Wood passed out, clearly just got beat up on the soccer pitch. I'm not going to watch anything else, Usman. I'm just going to assume that this is what you're talking about. Just this scene.
Now, speaking of baseball, Usman, I don't know if you know this story or not, and LG has a history. He just said he loves to attend and get rowdy at games. Okay, actually, while I was in South Florida, I made some time to go see all the stadiums. I didn't go inside, but I did get to see the outside. And I went to the Marlins Park. Okay, and I don't know if it's not the name. I think it's the Lending Tree Park or something like that, whatever it's called. Mm-hmm. No, what is it called? I don't know what it's called. Anyways, I found it in the middle of downtown Miami, in the middle of nowhere, not even a great neighborhood or anything, but I couldn't see anything inside. And I wanted to see the inside because LG has been to that stadium, but he hasn't just been to that stadium. All right. He's absolutely wilded out in that stadium. LG, I'm going to let you tell the story of your experience at Marlins Park, the new stadium.
Okay. So years ago, so you have to understand my history of baseball, Usman, right? Is I don't watch it as much now, but there was a point where I was like all baseball, no basketball, right? So from and the hockey is hockey as a Toronto fan is just awful. So from 2005 onwards, the Raptors were garbage, Leafs were garbage, but I could go to Blue Jays games for cheap. right? So we got they had $100 seasons pass. So I went to Blue Jays games like all the time. And then me and some buddies started going on road trips to different places in the US to go like hang out at the ballparks, right? So we went to like Baltimore, we went to Washington, Pittsburgh and stuff like that. And then one year, like the finale, we went, or at least the last one I ever went on, we went to Miami for Marlins Park. And I'm just trying to find an appropriate photo of me in the pool.
Yes,
that's in the club.
There's a lot of inappropriate pictures of LG out there. If anyone ever wants to hold something over it,
it's more
a lot of bad behavior at major
so you can
events.
buy tickets. You can buy tickets to go into like a club which has a pool in it, right? And there's a lot
in the outfield, right?
In the outfield, there's a lot of clubs with pools in them, but like the thing is nobody goes in the pool. But the thing is that we're having fun. So once we were in that club, even though we're wearing normal clothes, we're like, we gotta go in the pool. So we ended up in the pool anyways.
Who goes to a baseball game and decides to go in the pool?
LG
is also that guy that jumps in the Stingray tank at a Tampa Bay Rays game.
Okay,
and leaves the stadium.
This one, I like that. It's like, yeah, Usman, come on, we're gonna talk about Candy. Like, we're a partner, and then it's like, okay, here's some photos of me.
I'm down. You know, this is fun.
Okay. So
yeah, because people don't expect this from LG, but LG has a really wild side, man.
First look, we're just wild side. This is pretty good. Are you okay? You guys ready?
Here we go.
Are you guys ready? I'm showing a lot of skin in this photo. Okay.
Whoa!
This is what happens. This is
at the kids away. Yeah.
This is at the
Put
Marlins
the disclaimer
Park.
up.
Okay. Here we go. This is it.
Whoa! Holy! Look at this guy. Oh, look at that. Look how ripped LG was. Holy moly. Man, this is something else.
This is pretty
wow.
Hold on. I'm just gonna
chiseled.
I got another. I had to get ready for Miami, man. I had to go to Miami looking good.
People are fainting in the chat right now. No joke.
I got another one for you. This is me and my buddy back then. Here we go. This is to show you how the pool is like right in the outfield. Here you go. This one. There you go. I'm on the right. I'm on the right here. That's my buddy. And then look, people. And then this is the fence on the left, the green part. Like that is the end of the field. So it's like a ball can just come right into the pool and like hit you while you're swimming. So anyways.
So the question is, why did you go to the baseball game? If you spent the
we went to the entire series, Phil D. We went to the entire series. So we'd gone to like 2 games so far. And honestly, the games were terrible. Like this is like the 2011 Blue Jays or something like that. Like Roy Halladay's gone. I don't even know who like our star player. Like it was like the only thing that was happening on the Jays then was that Jose Bautista was hitting like 15 home runs a year, but we were garbage. So yeah, by the 3rd game at the end of the weekend, man, of course we're going to the pool, you know. So
how is that not your profile picture, LG? That first picture there, that's got to be your profile picture.
Trying to keep it nice and professional in the NFT space here, you know. So. Anyways,
Usman is not impressed. You can tell, man.
Usman's just like,
this is not what he came for tonight.
Usman's like, can we just talk about Candy Digital, please?
I was actually researching the 2011 Blue Jays team. They actually had some sick players.
Well,
I mean, 2012. Yeah. There were some good players. No, there were some good players, right? There was good players, but it wasn't. Listen, AL East,
never good enough. Never good enough in the AL East.
Yeah,
we never. And yeah, I mean.
Imagine being in a division with the Rays, Red Sox, and Yankees, and only 2 of you max can make it every year. Like, no, that's just ridiculous.
That was 2012 Blue Jays. Yeah, Bautista, Adam Lind. Adam Lind was like our mainstay, like first baseman for a while.
Adam Lind,
Brett Cecil, Brett Lowry was still on the team. Brett Lowry, Encarnacion, of course, was there. That's when we had Colby Rasmus, Aaron Sebia, Phil was good.
JP.
Yeah, there's some Drew Hutchison. There's some. Romero, Ricky Romero still. Yeah. He was the ace. He was still on the team then. So
I don't think pitching.
That's a Cali kid.
All there is what happened, but I mean the offense is pretty fire.
The offense is it. We mainly had offense, and we just didn't have that pitching. And
that's
it wasn't
always
until a couple
been
years
the
later
case.
that
That's right.
We picked up Donaldson, and things really kind of started to click for the Jays. So yeah. Anyways, for those couple nice years. Anyways. Now that we've looked at photos of me in a pool from 8 years ago, let's talk partnerships. Okay, so the First Mint is very happy to partner with Candy Digital. We got Usman on today, and there's honestly so much to talk about. We're going to go through the basics right now if you guys are stoked about these. And Usman, I do want you to tell us a little bit about it as I kind of go along. But basically, if you're stoked on getting some of these NFTs right now, you can go to mlb.candy.com. You can pick up the play of the day, which is basically, Usman, it's literally a play from the day before, right?
Yep, the best play of the day. All the ones that are running are from the 2021 postseason. So, I mean, it's almost an instant purchase from, you can kind of guess what the best highlight from the day before. That's kind of the fun in it. Say, hey, that's a play that's going to be available for me to purchase tomorrow. So super cool. For example, Eddie Rosario had that insane game. Adam Duvall had a crazy catch for the Braves. But people were speculating on which one it would be, and it ended up being Rosario because of his absolute MVP effort.
It's amazing. Yeah. And then they're only available until like midnight the same day, correct?
Yeah, there's a 12-hour window where they'll be available for purchase, open edition. You can grab as many as you'd like, but people are really hyped over this thing. It's a beautiful product, gorgeous design. And I mean, the first MLB highlight NFTs.
I never thought we would, if you had asked me, Usman, before the playoffs or even before the series, if we'd ever have a Cody Bellinger moment or anything to do with Cody Bellinger, the season that he's had and how far he's fallen off and how far down the lineup he's been sent. But he's been clutch a couple times, man. The way he smashed that ball out of the park the other night and then that game-winning single too, I was pretty excited because I was a big fan of his the last few years and happy to see that he's performing in these playoffs at times, but they need him tonight. Braves are up 2-0 right now. Just an update on the game. So I suggest you turn that on. They probably need you.
Yeah, I think they do need me. I think after this, I will tune in and hope to spread some good juju. They might also score 10 more runs, but
I gotta say from a purely NFT standpoint, these are really low edition sizes too for being like some of the first ones that have ever been put out. Like that is low. And I also like that now that these ones have been cut off, like we can't buy them anymore. We're not even allowed to watch them. It's like it kind of tilts out like no. You can go. You're not even allowed to watch it anymore. So I love that. So that stuff's available right now. And next week we have the MLB icons covered. Correct?
Oh yeah, Candy's inaugural packs featuring 81 All-Stars and 30 top prospects from around the league. So we're really excited about that. The date is October 26th, 9 a.m. Eastern, 6 a.m. Pacific. That'll be available for public release, and then we'll have subsequent windows throughout the World Series on those game days where you can purchase sometime.
Great. And we've had little sneak peeks of this. If you're wily on the internet and you look at some of the old Gary Vee videos and stuff like that, there's been little peeks, but tonight we have the actual first look at what these NFTs look like. So we're going to roll the tape, and actually, you know what? I can actually pull them up. We don't need to roll the tape. We can actually pull them up right
People are in shock at the time of the drop.
Actually, no, if I pull them up this way, they won't have sound. So I'm going to take us off the screen and we're going to roll them. All right. So we're going to watch a few of them. These are from different rarity tiers. So you guys have a look and we'll go through the details in just a minute. one more.
Wow.
Yeah. I gotta say, I love that crazy music, man. That music, I'm just like, yeah.
Yeah.
It's fun. It's honestly like, it's fun to get stuff with sound too. I don't mean that knock towards anything else. I just mean it's like I love the pump up music like that. It's fun, man. It really gets me into it.
I mean, you get excited as you're opening these packs, right? Like, feel something truly epic. So,
oh yeah, Phil D. Initial thoughts, man, because I know you hadn't seen these either.
Yeah, no, that's really sick, man. Like I'm so pumped for this. Like even just that Field of Dreams game is like that's such a big moment in Major League Baseball history. Like I'd buy that in a heartbeat. But I have to ask Guzman, listen, we give you the good, the bad, the ugly, everything. Will Canadians be able to purchase after this?
Wow.
Listen, I have to throw this
Still
because
trapping the partner on
no, not at all. Here's the deal. A lot of our members are Canadian. A lot of people in the chat right now are Canadian. And it's a legit question that they're asking. I'm not putting you on the spot or anything. And it's okay if you don't have an answer. But as of right now, Canadians are not able to purchase the plays of the day. I've noticed that. And everybody's okay with it. Everyone's still waiting for the big, the big drop and all that. But will Canadians be able to participate? What's it looking like now? Should we hold our breath, or will we have to wait a bit longer as Canadians to get our hands on those?
I will say there's nothing official, but the message that we've been stressing is that we are on track for icons for Canadians to be able to purchase. So awesome. We're very, very hopeful, way more hopeful than not. We're super excited. We realize that we have a very, very passionate Canadian fan base who have been collecting for a very long time, since the inception of Candy. So, we've been hammering that in. It became priority number one, as well as all regions to follow subsequently. We do have a large international fan base, and more than anything, we want Candy to be as global as much as possible. Benefits everyone. I mean, we plan on branching out to various streams of entertainment, sports, and that stems worldwide. So right now we're just experiencing kind of the initial compliance regulatory process that basically anyone has to go through in the NFT space, crypto space. But we are hopeful once again for Canadians to be able to purchase these icon packs, and then by that time that rolls around, I mean, the play of the days will stem to the World Series, and they'll be grabbing play of the days from the World Series. Hopefully.
That's amazing, because I'm not going to lie. The ones I'm the most interested in for play of the day would be from the World Series. I love the NL and ALCS series, but if I'm looking to collect something this early on, it's definitely the play of the day from every single game in the World Series, regardless of who makes it. So very cool stuff. Canadians are trusting you guys and putting putting it all in your hands. And if ever it doesn't happen, the only thing we ask is that you remove all the Blue Jays players and give us a fair shot when they do come out.
Yeah, that's it. That should be the caveat, is that if you can't sell to Canada, then you can't sell Blue Jays players or Canadian players yet either.
Like Freddie Freeman.
Has to be, yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, you can't put either of those guys. One last thing, I do want to just quickly look at kind of where'd it go? Oh yeah, the high level info that we have here. So just so you guys know out there, if you're looking to get in on these, what the deal is, people always want to know about the rarity tiers and all that kind of stuff. So to be clear, there's 111 total of these icons. 81 of them are all-stars. 30 of them are top prospects. And I believe that list has been given to you by Major League Baseball for top prospects, Usman. 5 different rarities, right? Core, uncommon, rare, epic, and legendary. And then, of course, the packs are $50. In the packs, you're going to get 1 all-star, 1 top prospect, and 1 uncommon tier or better. That is the info on that drop.
And if you'd like, I can kind of go into what each rarity entails, kind of the growing tier level of kind of unlocked access that you get with each icon. So the core would be kind of equivalent to the common. That would just be the player icon. The uncommon, which you've seen with Xander Bogaerts, is the player card plus the video. The rare, which you've seen with Tim Anderson, is a player icon plus the video plus the animation. You have VFX on the video. The epic I believe that was Aaron Judge. You get the player icon, the video, the animation VFX, the video, and the player sig. And finally, the legendary 101 is the player icon. You get the video, the animation VFX, player signature, and you get a real life experience. So yeah, by buying that $50 pack, you get those 3 icons, 1 top prospect, you get 1 guaranteed all-star, and then you get an additional icon, guaranteed uncommon or above. But I mean, the fact that there's this insane utility provided for that chance at 1-1 legendary is pretty epic.
Very cool. Very cool.
Man.
Well, well, if you guys want more coverage on this stuff, obviously, we've been covering it a lot tonight, but also on Monday on the podcast, we're going to have Shane Small, who is the head of creative at Candy. So he's going to be telling us a little bit more of the creative philosophy behind Candy. And we just recorded earlier today. And honestly, it was a fantastic interview. Also, you guys can catch myself and Phil and maybe some other guests live for that drop on Tuesday. We're going to be live on Twitter Spaces, hanging out. And Usman, perhaps you shall grace us then as well. If you can't make it because you're busy with the drop, we totally understand, but we'd love to have you then as well. And you guys know it. Check out mlb.candy.com. Sign up. That's about it. Yeah. Usman, you're a homie. Thank you so much for coming on, dude. It's great to see you, man. And best of luck. Best of luck everything this week.
Thank you so much. Always a pleasure. I mean, first interview at Top Shot. Well, I'd like to say first at Candy, but I believe that's not the case. But still.
Usman, we will see you at 6 a.m. your time on October 26th. I know the chat got rattled by that. They're like, what? 6 a.m.? Come on. Actually, LG will be at 6 a.m. too. So
that's 6 a.m. for me too, man. Usman and I are going to stay up the whole night before just to be ready. That's what we'll do. That's the strategy. Don't wake up early. Stay up all night. Stay up late.
Yeah, I'll be typing out an announcement message and I'll just be falling asleep on my keyboard like halfway. Like, what is ZZZZZX?
But good stuff, man. We can't wait. We're really super stoked for this, man. We can't wait.
For sure. All right. Let's do this again.
Usman.
All right, Usman.
Cheers, buddy.
Take care, man. We'll see you soon.
Man,
wow.
Phil D out here trying to make us lose our partnerships, man. He's like, LG, show them your like crazy naked photos, and then also they're like, when can Canadians buy?
Hey, man, those are the questions people want to know, right? Without crossing that line, I just can't. I can't switch up on our people, man.
The part about me?
No, the part about you. Like someone in the chat said, LG needs his own OnlyFans and all sorts of stuff like that.
So you got to control that.
Be careful, man. The non TFM moms out there maybe losing it right now after seeing that. It's like that guy. I don't have TikTok, but I knew about this guy. There was this guy that kept showing up on TikTok, and all the women were just crazy about him. I think he's vanished now. And I think his name was Whitey or something like that. Anyways, I don't know if that's the real name. I don't have TikTok, I swear. But yeah, that was a trend for a while. So if that picture of LG now becomes a trend on TikTok, I think he's got a bit more than this Whitey guy does. So
it's exactly what somebody who has TikTok would say, Filthy. Honestly,
I really don't, man.
As if you're not obsessed with TikTok. Come on, man. All right. Next up, we got somebody who also repeat guest. Love to have him back on. Also somebody who knows a little thing or two about baseball, but also knows a heck of a lot about the NFT space, makes NFTs himself. We got a great look at them last time, and we got a lot of stuff to chat with him today. So please welcome back to the show, NFT artist and excellent baseball player, Tommy Wilson.
Oh, there he is.
What is up, gentlemen? How are we?
Good, man. Tommy's right up there in terms of repeat guests. LG, if we have a scoreboard, I think. Oh yeah,
it's a Hall of Fame night tonight, man. It's a Hall of Fame night with all the fan favorites gracing us.
That's right, man.
Long time first minute follower here, so I'm here.
Yeah, we appreciate that.
Tommy is literally the first person I ever interviewed. We talk about this all the time, but Tommy is the first person I ever interviewed in NFTs. You know, it's funny, Tommy, last week we were doing FlowFest and we had the Blockleet people on.
Right.
And I mentioned that to Yang as well. I was like, Yang, like, that the first thing I ever did in NFTs before I was even LG was I interviewed Tommy Wilson in the Blockleet Discord in front of like 8 people.
It was like 8 people. I think we both had like 400 Twitter followers or something. Like a long
who the
time
hell's
ago.
no? I had none. Nobody knew who I was.
Yeah, I gave you a
an
little
unknown.
bit, but that's right. Yeah, good times.
I was an unknown. I didn't even have, because in Discord, my avatar in Discord is like just like this part of my face is my mustache.
I remember that.
I didn't even.
Yeah.
I don't even know if I had that then. Or you know what I think it was is I was like, I'm gonna go on a stage. I'd better choose my Discord like persona now because that's what people remember. So like the night before, I was like, okay, I'll go with LG Doucette, and I was like, I'll just go with the mustache one. That'll be weird. People like that, and here we are, like a year later, and it's like people in the chat are like, "Oh shit, the mustache is here." I do want to pull up that. I do want to pull up. Sorry to talk over you there, Tom. I just want to quickly pull up the golfer that I have that is yours.
Man,
so here it is. Crazy. This is the golfer. This is my golfer from a very.
That looks
cool
like Mr. Feeney from Boy Meets World.
I don't know if Tommy takes that as an insult or a compliment, but
no, that's swagging. Look at him, man. I mean,
I love it.
Sick.
Well,
that's funny, man.
Actually, I'll just show you, Phil D. I don't ever seen these, but it's just like here's all my other golfers. So it's like most of them are pretty like kind of fun and cartoony.
Oh wow!
And we're just giving Blocklead a free plug here, but and
I
got these other ones. This is from I think Rare. Collector. Yeah. This is George Boya made these. He was also super cool.
These are cool.
And then
those are sweet. Yeah, that was really cool.
Yeah. And then Tommy's. I'm loaded up on Blocklead, man. I'm loaded and ready for their relaunch. But I love Tommy Wilson, dude. How are you doing these days, man? NFTs are crazy every single day. I feel like you're right in the middle of it. What's going on in your world?
You're telling me, man. Yeah, it's wild for sure. I just got back actually from season ending just a couple weeks ago, so. Just kind of kicking off my off season, have a lot more time to do NFTs full time, quote air quotes there, because I spend like the first half of my day training and throwing and stuff still. So still trying to find a balance, for baseball and NFTs. But yeah, I mean, life's great. I'm like super deep into a lot of the art that I'm working on and a couple projects I'm working on. So I can't complain. And still, pitching and getting my work in the morning. So I'm doing my best.
Phil D, what do you, any comments
I
on
think,
the forum
I
here?
think
what do we
Tommy,
got? What do you think?
No, listen.
Scouting report from Phil D.
No, listen, I'd have no chance at ever hitting one of those. But I want to ask you, Tommy, I think I asked you this last time, but a lot of time has passed since we've seen you on the show.
Sure.
Do you ever bring this up with teammates? Do you ever bring NFTs up? Or do they know how into NFTs you are and into art? I'm sure they know how into art you are and stuff like that. But has anything changed since the last time we've seen you? Because a lot has changed in the NFT world, and we're starting to see it show up everywhere now where people are talking NFTs. It's kind of starting to trickle down, right?
It is.
Are you like the guru on the team? Does everyone come to you, or how does that dynamic work? Or is that something you guys kind of keep only to the ones you're close with? Or I'm just interested in that dynamic.
Yeah, for sure. It's definitely interesting. They definitely hear me talk about it like literally every day. Like obviously like something new is going on with NFTs every day. So I'm like talking about the latest drop or whatever, or like, like CryptoPunk prices, whatever. And they're like fascinated with it and they don't like mind like listening to it, but I haven't really like gotten any of them to like really dive in, and download a MetaMask and all that stuff. So I'm trying to like entice them. I'm like, dude, I'll like send you your first NFT or whatever, like just to like get you going a little bit. But like honestly, like it's kind of tough because I think like a lot of the entry point prices for NFTs like aren't like super cheap, like just at the moment, just because NFTs are kind of popping.
That's right.
It's a little daunting, but I'm doing my best. I got a couple guys to get like a Coinbase and like a BlockFi account. So like, slowly but surely, I'll get them on the train for sure, I think.
That's cool, man, because and you're right. It's such a good point. Sorry, LG. It's such a good point about the entry point because people are like, oh, they're baseball players, whatever. They can afford it. And it's like people don't really understand sometimes how the minor leagues work. I do. I know a lot about baseball. And even for some fully professional athletes, not just in the major leagues, but in other sports, when you see a Bored Ape going for $2.7 million, that is not exactly an entry point for just about anybody. Like seriously. And you're right. Like those are the ones typically they've heard of, right? That's what catches people's attention for now. But I'm starting to really be interested in the art and some of the stuff you've posted. I've actually replied to on Twitter. I find it so fascinating and I really like it. LG, do we have examples of some of Tommy's stuff that we can pull
I'm going to pull it up. Honestly, the only thing I pulled up was just like more sexy photos of him pitching. Sorry.
What is wrong with you, man?
I thought we were going to
that was actually my friend Dave, who we connected through Twitter and like NFTs. And that was in like Hartford, Connecticut. And he was like, hey, dude, like I live near Hartford or whatever. Can I come to a game? So he came to a game and it was fun to meet like,
that's awesome.
NFT people in real life. And he took a sweet photo. So that was cool.
That is really cool.
Pretty sweet. And the only other video I pulled up was Tommy golfing.
I mean, where are you getting all this stuff, man? Is this from Twitter?
This is all his Twitter. It feels like I saw your art on Twitter, and I'm like, yeah. And I go on Twitter, I'm like, it's just
no. This was a bit further back, I think.
Yeah, I haven't done much like new art lately because I'm kind of like got my head down working on some stuff that I can't really like post yet. But yeah, so got some fun stuff I'm working on. So I'm excited to, kind of get that stuff out because I've kind of had my head down ever since the there's a little sneak peek on what I've been working on. I'm super, super stoked about that. So basically what that's going to be is like a quote unquote collector's badge for anybody that owns a one of one of mine. So yeah, that's a little sneak peek. It's basically a jersey. And I guess, why not talk about it in here? A little free alpha. Like basically each jersey is going to have the like a little custom collector's name on the back with like the coinciding number of like when they bought an art piece off of me, if that made sense. Like, so the first person that bought one from me is like a number 1, number 2, so on and so forth.
Ooh. Tommy, is this going to count for people that are golfers?
This does not count for the golfers. I'm so sorry. The golfers were not technically one of ones.
All right, to the marketplace I go.
Speaking of golf, Tommy, how's your golf game, man? We just saw the swing, and I know if I'm posting golf pictures or videos, I'm only posting me teeing off because the rest of my game, aside from my putting, my mid-range game is the worst of all time. How's your golf game?
It's not bad. It can be really good and it can be really bad. I take pride in my drives. My iron game needs a lot of work. But I hold my own. I would say I could be anywhere from like a 84 to like 100. You know what I mean? Like 84 is like a really good day. 100's like a really bad day. So like, not too bad.
That's my score on like a par 3 course, but the par 3 courses we have here are like they're I'm not going to get into that. If you're from the Toronto area, you know what we have here. They're not. You tee off on like a piece of cement on one of them. The other one you're on top. No, I'm serious. The other one you're on top of a hill, and the hole is like right below you, but like hundreds of feet below off a cliff. And if you don't just pop it up a little bit, you're done with, right? But if ever we have the First Mint Masters, is Tommy Wilson going to be a part of that? Are you good enough of a golfer to be part of the First Mint Masters? Look at LG. He's getting all frazzled.
Every show or two, Phil makes up a new event that we're hosting in the future. He was just like, last time it was like the Vegas like takeover. We're buying a hotel and we're putting up everybody who has a First Mint NFT or something.
It's coming, man.
First Mint
I like the First Mint Masters. That sounds pretty cool to me.
Yeah, absolutely.
We'll hit up the people at Blockly and we'll make it happen in the metaverse for those of us who kind of suck at golf, and then in real life there'll be, or you know what it'll be like a pro-am, but where one person plays the real life game and the other person plays in the metaverse. How about that? That could be a cool thing to do.
Little combo, little digital physical. I'm into it.
Yeah, and I'll play I'll be on a team with you, Tommy. Phil can find his own fucking teammate.
I'll play with Steph Curry.
Wait, who's playing in the metaverse then?
He's good, dude.
He is good, man. Good. Like, he's legit like borderline pro, right? I didn't know this until I saw that last summer. I agree. That's crazy, man.
Tommy, when you're saying about how we need to own one of the NFTs to get the other one, is it one of these?
So no, none of those are one of ones.
Okay, so the one of ones. Can I find them on OpenSea? Or
those would probably be on Super Rare. Would be a better place to find
let me go.
those. Yeah, super rare, and then I have like one of one from Nifty Gateway. There's only like 22, I think, at the moment. So there's only going to be 22 jerseys for this first batch. And then after 25, I'm going to change after the first 25, I'm going to change the design for the next 25. So not that that's going to come anytime soon because I don't release one of ones all that often, but just something to, kind of switch it up, and I think it'll be fun.
Sweet, man. While I look for this, we did want to ask you as well about Parallel, because people in the Parallel community are freaking crazy about you, which I didn't know that part. I remember when Parallel came out, and honestly, like the pain and the joy of being kind of working in NFTs is that you get to do this every day, but at the same time, sometimes you can't interrupt your day to go and look at NFTs, and sometimes things fall off the radar. So I'll be honest with you, Parallel has completely fallen off my radar, but I'd love a primer from you, because the company's been valued at $500 million as of today after a round of funding.
Jeez.
That was insane. What is Parallel? Just tell me what it is exactly.
Yeah. So, I mean, Parallel is basically a series of NFTs that is like this art card game, essentially. So the game isn't released yet, which is, I think a great thing that they got their like investment today from Paradigm and whatnot, because I think that they're really like taking the time to make this game like legit. It's not just going to be some like, throw your NFTs in here. Like, it's going to be a legit card game. And I got into it like pretty early on, just from like, NFT Twitter and whatnot. And they like DM'd me. They, had a small following, but like I just got hooked on like the art. First of all, like the art is like super top notch.
Slick, yeah.
It's super cool. I mean, look at that. I just got hooked on the art like before the game is even out, obviously. So yeah, the game's going to come out. I want to say they said late 2021, but don't quote me on that. I have no idea. But yeah, so you kind of comprise decks of your cards, and then you're running your decks against other people. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm super into it, and the people that work for Parallel are super cool. They've always been super good to me, so I'm excited about it for sure.
Okay, very cool. So card game, like a bit like a far more evolved Magic the Gathering.
Exactly.
What somebody just said in the comments.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. So, but with NFTs. So I'm super stoked. Awesome. I'm excited about it. Yeah. Okay,
cool. Love to see that. I always love to see what else you're into as well. And I feel like you've got such a good eye for NFTs. So it's always really cool to see what else you're into. Tommy, we do want to ask you about baseball.
For sure.
Obviously on your end, you're saying kind of season's wrapped up and you're training every day. These MLB icons things, there's been a lot of different baseball MLB NFTs out there, right? There's all the way back to those bobbleheads that from like way back, which are that is very baseball, obviously the bobbleheads, but that are more or less discontinued. There's tops, there's tons of other stuff. This stuff looks pretty official. How does it feel to see baseball come into like the video NFT space, right? Because you're seeing some other sports starting to do that, right? So is that a good path? Do you think they should, I just want to get your general opinion there.
For sure. Yeah, no, I'm definitely looking forward to it. I'm curious to see like how it goes and what kind of direction it takes. Like, what's the marketplace going to look like? Like, is it going to be Top Shot-esque, or is it going to be more just like, collecting? I do like that it's going to be like a lower price range. I think that's super cool in comparison to like other NFTs. But yeah, I'm excited. MLB's kind of dipping their toes and kind of getting into it. So it's kind of, I've been in this space for a little while, so I've been waiting for them to make their move and see what they did. So I'm excited to see how it goes, and might have to, grab a few myself. So we'll see.
Is there any player or even like a prospect maybe you've played with that you can give us like some alpha on? That's like, you got to get this guy because he's gonna be a star or something like that.
Is there a list of prospects? Do you have a list? Like, are there any?
They just put it out actually.
Are there any Mets guys on there? Because I can give you some alpha.
Scouting report. Scouting report. Let's see here. I've got one. So here we go. This is some of the guys.
Okay.
I don't see any Mets on here.
I'll tell you that Spencer Torkelson is the real deal. That is most definitely someone to look out for. Obviously, number one pick. What was that? 2 years ago, 2020, 2019. He's, I guess, the name I would say that stands out the most on that list for sure. So
that's some good info right there, because I know a lot of collectors have never heard of a lot of these players, which is normal in baseball. A lot of there are a lot of
there you go.
I mean, prospects usually go. A lot of them go straight to the majors, right? So, actually, not that many, is not like other sports, but still, a lot of these guys I haven't heard of, Tommy. So if you could hint us off on a couple of these guys to watch out for, we'll take some notes here.
For sure. Yeah. You got obviously Adley Rutschman too. Number 1 pick in 2018, I think. He's obviously, an incredible player. And then we got Francisco Alvarez, fellow New York Met. He had an incredible season. He had like 24 homers, I want to say, in high A. He went off. So I would say those are the 2 names to look out for on that list for sure.
Wow, man.
Cool, man.
There it is.
That is wild. I think that's it.
That's just my opinion, not financial advice.
Financial advice would be to get one of these.
There you go. Yeah.
Tommy Wilson 1-of-1s, right?
LG, you have to pull something up. You've showed a few Tommy pictures playing golf, pitching, and all that.
God,
but you need to pull up the logo of the team that he plays for, man.
Oh, there you have.
Tommy, what's the name of your team?
The team. Well, let's see. Last year was the Binghamton Rumble Ponies.
Okay, pull that. I love. There's nothing like minor league baseball team names, man. There really isn't.
Funny story about that is that a few years back, whenever they changed it from the Binghamton Mets to the Rumble Ponies, they had a vote between the Rumble Ponies or the Stud Muffins. We could have
come on. Dude, look at that thing, man.
Why is it wearing boxing gloves and it has some kind of like dangerous like bat? but the bat is made of metal and has like spikes on the top. Like what?
Oh yeah, it's a Rumble Pony, man.
It's a Rumble Pony.
And is this hold on?
That looks like a Canadian flag wrapped around.
Hold on. What is this thing? This thing that's in the background here, like here.
So that is this basically a what do you call it? It's from like a carousel. You know what I mean?
Oh yes. So the stick he's holding, he's ripped out of the carousel. Is that correct?
Exactly.
Wow,
I
man.
So I don't know the Rumble Pony lore, but
that is aggressive.
Tommy, how are you not the one making these designs for these teams?
That's
like, how is it? How are they not just turning to you and be like, all right, can you design the whole team branding and also like launch our NFTs or something? Like that would make the most sense to be.
Dude, for real, yeah. And actually, somebody on Twitter had a good idea for me to do like the headshots for the guys for like when they do the lineups on the scoreboard, which would be super cool. So something that maybe is on the horizon in the coming years, but it was just too busy, during season to do that kind of a thing. But if I was able to do that next year, that'd be super cool for sure.
Is there a mascot, Tommy? Like a real is there a horse in the stands? Like there is? Yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah. And he runs around.
And does he have that piece of carousel pole in his hand or no?
He does not. No, he just runs around with it.
I can imagine all the kids running for their lives, guys going through the stands with that pole. LG's going to find a video. I know you got a video somewhere, man.
The first video is they need help naming the mascot.
Oh my gosh.
We used to go,
but it's not.
We used to go to Dunedin Blue Jays games as kids when we go to Florida.
Here it is.
Yeah,
that's our minor league baseball. Look at this.
There he is. I don't know. Is this the guy who plays the pony? I don't know why they.
Oh yeah.
I've never seen his face. So I don't know.
That's the best part. You have absolutely no idea who this guy. Oh, so he's been part of all the events too. Look at that.
Rowdy. Wow. That's it. Yeah, that's right.
Rowdy,
the Rumble Pony.
That's awesome, man.
Rumble llamas in the comments. That's incredible.
Is that a project? Isn't there a llama project right now?
But it's not called Rumble Llamas. It's called something else.
Rumble Llamas. Okay.
We should do a 10,000 Rumble llamas.
I think my favorite part's the carousel pull in the hand, man. I can't get over that.
Pretty good, man.
I love it. We're such fans of things like that because it is a form of art, right? The way they design these mascots and stuff like that. And I don't even know if you saw the WNBA legendary packs, Tommy, that were announced today. The art is really cool. That's one of the first things we said. And we're like, hold on, what point have we come to here where we're talking about the art of a pack instead of what's inside the packs?
Oh, you mean like the wrapping?
Yeah, man. Yeah, I was like, whoa, this is looking pretty cool, man.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, it's they went with the same stuff that the same design that they did the Cosmics for. So it's pretty. That's pretty
Right.
sweet to have. So that's pretty significant to be doing the WNBA first legendary ones as cosmics.
I mean,
or
yeah,
similar
the
to
top-
cosmics. And
yeah.
this is really sick here.
The Top
Yeah,
Shot
I've
pack was
never
super
noticed the
cool.
art that much. So
Yeah, that's really cool.
Pretty cool.
I like that.
Yeah, that's really sweet. Oh, right on, man. Tommy, I mean, I guess a lot of golfing or training. What are your plans through the winter? Is it pure NFT work?
I would say 70 to 80% NFT work. I'm going to be like full time, full go, because once season comes around, it's like nearly impossible to kind of to get art done and to get projects done. So it's going to be about 70 to 80% NFTs. And then with my other time, I'm going to be training, throwing, golfing, all that good stuff, going to the beach, so.
Oh, going to the beach. That sounds nice, man. It's like Phil's trip to
Not,
Florida.
not an option for us here.
Yeah. I have a beach near my house, but there's literally apparently a typhoon coming through today. It's like the end of a typhoon. So it's like not recommended to go near the water because you might get swept away. So
Yeah,
not really
not
a beach
ideal.
spot for me. Phil D, do we have any trivia?
Oh, we do. Listen,
Okay,
it's not
yeah.
your
Let's
typical
go.
trivia, Tommy. All right, it's not like your, who Picasso and stuff like that. It's related to art, but we're going in the true or false direction here. And I hope you know your deep art history because
Oh no, it's not NFTs. If it's not NFTs,
no. We're not doing NFTs this time.
Oh, no.
We know you're a big art guy, but no, I think you'll have a shot with these. All right, so.
Okay.
We're gonna give it a shot. I think I've got about 3 or 4 of them. Chat, you're gonna have to help him out. You will not be able to Google this. I promise you. If you try and Google it, it'll take you even longer than Tommy's answer. So don't even try. Just try and help him out authentically. Tommy, are you ready for this? You know, I don't ever go easy on any of our guests with this stuff.
I love trivia. I'm ready. I can't guarantee anything good, but I'm ready.
Okay. All right. LG, are you ready?
I'm ready. I'm always ready.
Okay.
Chat, you better be ready. He's going to need the help.
Okay. True or false? Wearing a tiny portrait of your lover's eye on your jewelry was a secretive romantic gesture in the 18th and 19th centuries.
Oh my gosh.
So wearing a tiny portrait of your lover's eye was a secretive
true
romantic gesture.
I feel like it's
true, false.
it's so outrageous that like you picked it out because it's got to be true.
Ding,
So
ding,
I'm
ding.
going, my heart tells me true, so that's what I'm going to go with.
The answer is true. Tommy, you are 1 for 1, my friend. I told you. I told you.
Go.
That's right. That's right. When the
go.
Prince of Wales fell in love with a Catholic widow and proposed by sending her a locket with a painting of his eye inside, it wasn't long before it became a popular trend to wear your lover's eye jewelry on your wrist or near your heart to symbolize the love you have for one another. So if you have any secret crushes out there, take a picture of your eye and send it in the DMs. That means
or don't do anything so creepy like
nobody
that.
send me DMs of your eyes. I don't want to see that. Send LG DMs of your eyes. Please.
No. Don't send them to Tommy.
Whoever sends an eyeball DM to Tommy's gonna get all sorts of nonsense.
Tommy needs inspiration for his art. He's gonna make the eyeball collection.
There you go.
Are we ready for the next one?
Yes, let's do it.
Okay. Someone in Russia vandalized a Soviet-era monument, not by destroying it, but by painting it to look like SpongeBob SquarePants. True or false?
Man,
The thing is that if it's false, like how does he make it up? Like if it's false, how did he make this up? That's the thing.
I think that the first half is true until you got to SpongeBob. I think there's no way the dude's playing SpongeBob. So I think he changed. I think Phil changed.
Wow.
So I'm saying false.
You're giving me a lot of credit. Well, Tommy, you are officially 2 for 2, my friend.
Wow.
You are
Which part of
reading
that
me.
did you make up?
Hold on. You were reading me like a Bop magazine. Remember Bop back in the day?
Let's go.
Okay. Here's the real story.
Tommy, I feel I looked it up on Wikipedia at some point. Phil, he's not old enough for Bop, man. That's a while ago.
I'm just messing around. How the hell are we old enough for Bop?
I don't know.
The real story is
no. Hold on. Wait. I gotta show you Bop. I just gonna show you.
What is Bop? Please fill me in.
Someone in our chat knows Bop.
These types of like magazines. Oh wait, you can't see. Hold on. All right, pull up. There we go. Yeah, these like tabloids for teenagers kind of thing.
That goes back to the Mr. Feeney days, because half these people were on Boy Meets World. I was always looking for Topanga in these magazines. That's the only reason I ever picked one up.
That's awesome.
Hanson. Oh, so it's recent. Bob's still kind of.
I told you, man.
This is Bieber. This is not current.
Look at that.
Yeah. Whoever, there you go, Michael J. Fox.
Joe Biden.
Like there you go. Yeah,
why is Biden on the front of a Bop?
It's pretty creepy. I'm gonna be honest with you. Bop is a pretty freaking creepy thing, man. I mean, it's a pretty weird.
I
thing.
take their logo. That's kind of sweet.
You would notice that, Tommy.
Yeah, exactly.
The real story was that actually did happen, but you're right. I changed the last part. It was actually Patrick Star from SpongeBob and not SpongeBob himself.
Okay.
So, well
close.
done. We're gonna have to find other ways of catching you. Because I obviously didn't work that I did that. So,
Phil, I think Bop was only in Canada. Nobody knows what we're talking about.
Okay.
Except KJ.
What is that? There's no chance that was only in Canada, man. They didn't have any Canadian people in there. So, all right. You know what? I'll do two more since these are pretty wild. All right. Art competitions used to be part of the Olympics between 1912 and 1948. Medals were awarded for painting, sculpture, architecture, music, and literature. True or false?
True. For sure. That's for sure true. I don't know. It just seems like something they would do back then. But that's not that long ago, actually. Hold on.
Prizes for literature?
That's not
medals. Not prizes.
Medals?
I said medals, man. Like gold medals for painting. Yes.
The Olympics?
That's what I said.
Gold medal for painting?
I said true way too fast. I think there's no way they did art in the Olympics. Yeah. Okay. False. Yeah. I'm going with the audience here too.
The audience. Are you sure you trust our audience?
Oh,
I mean, I don't know. My gut told me true, but then I was like, there's no way they're doing art in the Olympics. There's just no way. But I could be totally wrong. So I'm gonna go false.
There's no way. I'm with Tommy. There's no friggin' way.
Tommy, you should have stuck with your original gut. It is true.
What?
Oh,
that is true. Gosh. LG, pull it up, man.
Oh my
pull
God.
up art competitions in the Olympics, and you will see some guy painting like a maniac. I think he's from like Germany, and he won a gold medal.
I should have trusted my gut.
Can you imagine the Olympics back then? Like, I can't even imagine watching that on TV. Like, it's pretty cool, actually.
I don't know. I can't really find anything. So like, it's this painting.
What is this, man?
When the Olympics gave out medals for art in the Smithsonian.
So what?
There you go, man.
The sport they were watching. That's actually kind of cool.
Remember when the Olympics used to have an art competition? No. There you go, sculptures.
What is going on here?
I like that the art is of the other Olympic sports. They make art of Olympics. It's not even of just something else. It was just here's art. The competition is art of the Olympics.
That's actually pretty cool. Yeah, I kind of dig that. They should bring that back. Why not?
Wow.
That is pretty cool. I don't know. That'd be totally different, right? To watch something like that, like who can paint like something the fastest and stuff like the world record time for painting like the Mona Lisa.
There is a thing called Art Battle that actually started in Toronto like 10 years ago. That is competitive painting, and you have like 10 minutes to paint something, and then the crowd votes on which one is the best. And what they would do is the loser would get destroyed. They'd like paint gray paint over it. Pretty mean.
On that note, Tommy, would you rather watch what LG just described, or would you rather watch a competition for eating Pizza Hut slices? Another tradition that LG's been part of for years.
Why is Phil just on this tangent?
Listen, I'm just thinking of weird things we'd love to watch, but it's a little known fact that LG used to participate in this thing, and this was a competition where
I used to organize it. I used to.
You would eat 24 slices in like 10 minutes and still not win. And that's why I never participated.
Don't be ridiculous,
in that nonsense,
Phil D. My record is 17, not 24.
Not you. I'm saying someone would lose on 23 slices is what I'm saying. That's why I don't play in those things, man. I just can't do it.
I don't play in those. You're saying that like they still happen, man. That's a long time ago, Phil D. Okay, told you I don't do that anymore.
All right. Okay, we got one more. Tommy, are you ready for this? This you're looking at going 500 here. You were heading for a perfect game All right.
Hey,
You just
500 is great.
you just gave up a base hit.
Perfect.
All right. And we've got 2 outs here. All right. You have the opportunity to end the game right now. But if you miss, then the other team ties the game. Are you ready for this?
Sure, let's do it.
Okay. All right. I got to find the one I had. Okay. I'll have to ask you an age range. Okay. Most people had never heard of the Mona Lisa until it was stolen in 1911. How old was the painting at that time in 1911?
Sounds like
Oh
a trap
my
question.
gosh.
Sounds
I'll
like a
give
trap
it to you
question.
within 50 years. Let's put it that way.
Sounds-
How
it's a
old
trick-
was
it's
the
gonna be a
Mona
trick-
Lisa?
trick question.
It's not true or false. The other ones were too easy.
I need help on this because
Nobody had ever
Matt,
heard of it until
No
it was stolen.
Googling. Yeah, somebody's saying, how is this true or false?
You really want to go back to true or false? No, I'll let Tommy handle
I
this
have
one.
no 420. Nice. I have no sense of when the Mona Lisa was made at all. I literally have no clue. Okay, we're getting quite the range of numbers here.
I told you.
You got 225,
Oh my
65, 50 years. All right, Tommy, you got to throw a guess out there, man.
I'm gonna go with this MILB here. I'm gonna go 225. Let's go with it. Let's see what happens.
Is that your final answer?
It was
Final
225
answer.
years old when it was stolen in 1911. That's what you're saying?
What? Yeah. So I guess that would make it. Oh, geez,
That
that's
it
a
was
long time ago.
Painted in like 1685
yeah.
or 86. Yeah.
Sure. Why not? 225.
All right. Final answer is in. The correct answer is the painting, and you can blame our people, Tommy, because the painting was over 350 years old.
Whoa!
Before critics and scholars began to recognize it as a masterpiece, and even then, it was mostly unknown outside of the art world.
Really?
Wow. That's
Yeah.
really old. That's really old.
So it's pretty
Don't
crazy,
need
right? So I compare that, Tommy, to the back catcher giving you a bad sign, a really bad sign. And
Yeah,
you
that's
shook it
not
off
my
a couple
fault.
times, and that back catcher insisted on you pitching that pitch, and it didn't work out for you. So you can blame whoever it was in the chat that gave you the false answer. Otherwise, you did well, man. Thanks for being a good sport and participating in this
Good job,
absolutely
Tommy.
wild
Appreciate it.
trivia.
Always love the trivia. Always love it.
Great work. Let's celebrate Tommy's fantastic work in the trivia and the crowd's trivia with a little Top Shot moment giveaway. We're going to give you guys I have an old Obi Token rookie common moment.
Ooh.
Obi has been very popular on the marketplace the last couple of days. So we're going to give that out. And Tommy, they got to type a hashtag to win this moment or for a chance to win this moment. What are they putting in there?
Oh my gosh.
Come on, man.
Something
good.
Hashtag Mona Lisa.
Yes.
Hashtag Mona
Yes,
Lisa.
Tommy.
Do it. Do it. Put it in there, chat. You know what to do. Hashtag that Mona Lisa. Just watch. Oh, here we go.
There we
There
go.
it is.
I'm going to close my eyes and I'm just going to click, okay? Because we don't have quad to run the Nightbot tonight. So
Yeah, so keep spamming, but people are on a timer here, LG. So if they've already wrote it, they're screwed here.
Keep spamming. Okay, there we go. Tiger Mentor. Boom.
There it is.
Tiger Mentor 19. Great member of the First Mate community is going to get that one. Boom. Tiger Mentor. Congratulations. Tommy, it's been a pleasure to have you, man. It's great to chat with you.
Been a pleasure to be here as always. I love being on the show. So thank you guys for having me. Good to chat with y'all.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Good
Well,
luck
have a
in the
great-
off season, Tommy.
Yeah. Can't wait to see the work you're going to put out, man. Really
For
stoked.
sure. Huge fans.
Thank you, man. Appreciate that
All right,
so
buddy.
much.
We'll see you
Thank
soon.
guys.
Goodbye, Tommy Wilson.
See you, man.
Whew. Man, Phil D, I don't know where you get this trivia, man, but it's freaking incredible.
Pretty wild, right? I didn't make
I don't know.
he was reading
It's
me like a
always
book there,
surprising.
man, for a while. I had to switch up a bit.
Always. I never know what to expect.
I
with
had
the
to play a
trivia,
bit of
so-
mind games with Tommy once he figured out the first two just based on my behavior.
Mhm.
So that's when that third one there, I threw in a couple extra tricks I've learned over the years to fool people, bit of a poker face, and that sent him down the rabbit hole of changing his mind. I love it because he was spot on again at the beginning of that thing. So
Yeah, always love having Tommy on, and yeah, Phil D, your trivia as always is a highlight. The absolute shocking questions, honestly, not just in their creativity, but also nobody knows where you get those from. So Always fantastic. Kudos to you, bro.
Someone just said recently in the chat if the candy thing has happened yet.
Yeah, I saw that. And their name was Jay Chrétien.
Whoa, that is
former prime minister, who I believe has passed away. Rest in peace. But former prime minister of Canada, Jean Chrétien.
But he did play basketball one time in an infamous basketball game, and then he did choke out a protester. That was his claim.
The part where he choked out the protester is probably the highlight.
I think so.
Of that. Speaking of basketball, our next guest and final guest for the night was in Milwaukee the other night. 2 nights ago, was lucky to win the Top Shot giveaway for going to opening night, and we got a lot of questions for him. Please welcome to the first mint, Blake G. Blake.
Whoa.
What's up, guys?
Yo, man. Yo, I don't know. What's up with you? Dude, what's all this? Look at you, collector. Holy shit. What is all that?
Yeah, I'm in my 20-year-old stepdaughter's bedroom because the 10-year-old and the wife are still awake upstairs. So I had to come to the quietest part in the basement, and those are all of her Harry Potter those wands.
I thought you were like in your hunting den. It looked like you were in a hunting den.
They kind of look like guns. I'll be honest with you. They look like massive guns.
They're more deadly. They're more than the Harry Potter wands.
The Harry Potter wands.
Yeah, LG, you got to post the comments. A lot of people in the chat are a big fan of Blake's beard, man.
Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah, he's got a
strong beard game. Is what I read.
Obi Fernandez level beard right there.
Thank you guys.
Right. Okay, Blake, we got to talk to you about the game last night, man, because we were on another live show.
2 days ago, Phil.
Holy crap! Yes, 2 days ago.
It's all right.
Listen, since I've come back from Miami,
Record Shop's been watching this whole time. Sorry, I mentioned Obi Fernandez. Record Shop comes out.
Wow,
like let's go.
That is so random. Yeah, sorry, it is 2 nights ago. I'm completely lost in my night since I've come back. Blake, we were actually doing a live show with Team Hold that night, and I was hurrying to get on the show. And I saw a live transmission from the private suite you guys were in from the arena. And I got so damn excited to talk to people who were there. But by the time I got in the air, the feed had vanished. And when we brought Jeb Bush back, we could not hear a word he was saying. For some reason, he couldn't hear a word we were saying. And the conversation was so messed up that we had to just cut him loose. So we're happy to have you here because we have a lot of questions for you.
And it sounds like your connection with Jeb Bush was just fine. You were just talking to Jeb Bush.
That's right. Yeah, because I could hear everything in the background, and he was screaming like, you know, when you pretend that you can't hear the other person, and you're just like, I can't hear you guys, but, and then we're like, hey, dude, we know you can hear us, man. Like, come on. Yeah, that's exactly what he was doing. I think he was psyching himself out, or you could hear himself only. But tell us how the experience was, man.
Well, first of all, it's absolutely amazing, and thanks for having me on. First of all, long time listener, love you guys, love what you guys do for the community, love the first mint. But yeah, Dapper hooked it up. 38 of us, lucky motherfuckers, flown, got put up, got fed, entertained. We didn't have really a down moment, you know, besides maybe an hour and a half one day that for 2 days they entertained us and they kept us busy. And
that's insane.
As a Top Shot enthusiast, I have to tell you the best part wasn't even the game. It was, first of all, it was meeting the other people in the community. That was awesome. But I have to tell you, there was the night we had a cocktail party and we had Bobby Portis there. And at one point, I'm sitting in a booth and I look up and Pack Rip Ewing is.
Hold on, Blake. You're cutting up. Hold on.
He was about to reveal Pack Rip's identity and he got
rewind immediately. Okay. Because that was one of the things we're going to ask you about. And the fact that you're bringing this up as one of your big highlights really intrigues me. But it was brought to our attention that a lot of personalities from the Top Shot community were there, and it had been rumored the last couple of days that Pack Rip was there, but we didn't see his name on the list of winners. But now you just confirmed that he was there. So yeah, continue on. I want to hear about all the personalities you met and how they were like, and how, like, out of this world it was meeting people like this.
Yeah, I mean, I think there are definitely people there covering the event that either Top Shot brought in, allowed to be there, what have you. Were definitely welcomed by the community that was there. I know I saw Plunge Father at one point.
Wow.
I saw, Pack Rip and
all the celebs. All the
Jeb
celebs,
won
man.
his way in, but yeah, just having the access to Jacob and listening to Jacob talk basketball. I could listen to Jacob talk basketball all weekend.
Oh yeah,
and it's a blast. It was a blast. It was really awesome.
What was your Blake? Tell us like about how you found out, right? Because every time these things get announced, it's like either sometimes the winners already know and we don't know, or like it gets announced and then we all just kind of wait around, or we're like, are we going to get the magic phone call or whatever it is? Tell us about that part.
I think it was Friday morning. I got an email from Meg at Top Shot. If you ever get an email from Meg at Top Shot, read that, answer that. Gave us like 24 hours to respond. I remember before that, a few days ago, I had to opt in to winning. I think there was something that we had to.
Did you have to answer like a math question, like 8 + 4 divided by 2 or something like that? Like, was there something?
I'm not Canadian. No,
testing?
there's not.
Oh, okay,
there's
it's
not
a Canadian thing. I don't know.
He's not from Quebec.
Thing.
That's a Quebec thing.
I don't. You know what? I think that there was, but I think only Canadians had to answer it. I swear to God.
Okay. That makes more sense.
But I don't know why that makes sense. But anyways, yeah. So you had to opt into winning, and I think that was like one of the big key things was when it was first announced. There was an announcement where you had to opt in. Found out that Friday morning. Didn't even finish reading the email before I went to the Nine Lives Lounge that I'm a member of, and immediately typed in, "Hey guys, I just got my Access Unlimited email," and went back and read it, and then deleted that. Went immediately. Who can I tell?
Oh, because you weren't allowed to tell it. You weren't allowed to tell anybody.
Couldn't tell anybody. I actually sent LG a DM, and he was kind enough to respond to me. And I'm blowing your cover here. I knew he knows how to keep secrets.
People tell me secrets, man. It's okay.
You didn't tell me this, so your secret was good. You didn't tell me anything.
I hold a lot of secrets. Okay, I don't tell all of them. Some of them would reveal. Some of them I hold. All right, I got secrets. So I got secrets about. Maybe I got Phil's secrets. Who knows? Right.
Not that I know LG from Adam or that he knows me or anything, but he was kind enough to respond and acknowledge he knew what he meant, and couldn't tell anybody for a couple days until they announced it. But there was a crazy feeling that Friday afternoon, just knowing that I was one of the lucky 38.
That's cool, man.
Was there a +1 included with that?
That was my question. That's what I mean.
Everyone got to bring a +1. My wife came with me. A lot of double guys, friends.
Yeah.
A couple other wives. I think Jeb brought his dad and maybe one other parent. Yeah,
that's cool, man.
George Senior was there.
George Senior was there.
Was it a free for all on booze and food and stuff? Like, was it I'm serious. I want to know, man. Was this like open bar? Like, could you get anything you wanted? I've been to Sweets before, and it's pretty much open bar.
Well, everywhere we went, everywhere the Dapper sent us, whether it was axe throwing and shuffleboard the night before, or it was the meet and greet.
Shuffle
cut off again.
Dapper's like, yeah, I don't think so.
About Dapper.
Yeah, no.
Before the game.
Blake, we lost you for a second there.
Yeah, we lost you at shuffleboard at the seniors' place, man.
Oh, all right.
Uh-oh. Yeah, Dapper interference here.
Shuffleboard with the seniors. I'm sorry. Am I back?
Yeah, you're back, man. Oh, yeah, we got you now. That's cool.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Everywhere we went, open bar, top shelf. I'm talking good beer, good food all weekend. It was really top shelf. Hyatt Regency. Nothing to complain about.
Awesome, man. And the game must have been electric there.
The energy, the ring ceremony, getting to see them put the banner up.
Which team do you currently cheer for? Besides that, because you're in the
Nuggets. I'm in Kentucky. I'm in the middle of Kentucky, basketball, right? Yeah. Oasis. I cheer for the Cardinals, to be honest with you, Louisville Cardinals. That's NCAA, but the Nuggets are my NBA team.
That's I was thinking about it last night. I'm like, if they had picked
Eisenband drops into the chat.
Yeah, as if there aren't enough. And I cannot believe Jeff Eisenband is here when there are that many sports going on. But I have to say, Blake, I was thinking about it last night. Had Top Shot been at every home opener, which we thought they might be, and they might reward full set collectors or team set collectors. Had they been at that Knicks game last night, man, I think that would be the only one that tops the game you guys were at. Because you guys got that ring ceremony and the whole experience of the defending champs opening at home and winning, which is really cool because a lot of times it's a dud after you win a championship. But I was thinking last night that Knicks game, man, was so damn good. And ask LG, I watch basketball, but I don't typically sit there and watch games that are not the Raptors or Toronto or something like that. But I did watch last night. And I think the future of Top Shot will be something like that where, because we're waiting for the Raptors one, right? We're all locked and loaded into the Raptors. We're ready to go. We want to go to real sports and play shuffleboard and get hammered with all the other Jurassic Park faithful. And I think that's coming. But you will officially be known as one of the first to attend one of these events, which is really cool, man. That's an exclusive group of people that got to attend that event.
It was awesome. And just the insider access, I'm telling you, of the Top Shot media guys, whatever you want to call them, the influencers that were buzzing around and overhearing things from Jacob being discussed. We got, our own live office hours over breakfast.
Wow.
Really cool. Yeah.
Any secrets from Jacob that you can share? I promise you won't find out.
Yeah, I won't tell anybody that secret either.
Yeah, it's
yeah.
Oh,
here we go.
Again, I was going to take the mic out. I have nothing.
No.
Tell us.
That's cool, man.
I wish I would have been already blabbering on Discord about it, like I did when I got
they're not gonna
email I wasn't supposed to talk about.
Awesome. And what happened after the game, Blake? Was there an organized gathering? Was there, I don't know, did everyone just disperse and say see you next time, or did Dapper keep the party going after?
After 48 straight hours of drinking and boozing, and we stumbled back to the hotel and just worried about making our flight the next morning. And
they booked the next morning, of course.
Oh yeah, I was actually on the same flight as Jacob going out, so I had him cornered on the flight and had my own office hours. Just annoying.
Did you press the flight attendant button over his head? I would have done that.
I mean, asked him, when are we coming out of beta? Every
nice, good man.
Arrogant, horrible question I could possibly ask. Jacob, I'm sorry about your flight, but
you were that guy. Awesome. We love it, man.
And Blake, did you have to take time off work to do this? Like, did you have to explain to your colleagues or your boss or something like that you got to go? You want an exclusive experience like that?
Luckily, I am my own boss, so
yeah, nice.
Yeah, it worked out.
How did you take it? Telling yourself that
it was more we had to situate the children. We had to find someone, make sure that the dogs were watching the kids, basically.
I hadn't watched this video yet, so let's take a look. This is like the 45-second recap. So
what is
Blake?
This?
I hope I don't know if you're in here, but I hope so.
No, I made a tweet, but not the video.
Okay.
Oh, who is that? Give us some names, Blake, as we're watching this. Like people we don't know what they look like, and they're in this video that we may know. Yeah, how we know?
Well, there's a few from the community. The one that really stuck out as an OG collector. That you guys might know the name Kitty Cat Right Meow.
Yes.
You just missed him with the long beard, and he's over there in the corner. And there's Jeb Bull.
Oh, we know Jeb.
You know Joe's my dog.
So wait, did you guys refer to each other
Right there in
by
the
your
front,
like?
Yeah.
Did you refer to each other
that-
by your Top Shot names or by your real names?
You know, you would. We would catch. I would make a point to get the Discord name for sure, so I could try to figure out who I've been talking to.
Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah, it's tough,
there's
man.
a
Is that
member
the
in
dad
there
at the top?
Yeah, there's
that's Jeb's dad. Yeah.
That's
Jeb's
awesome.
dad.
Can you tell? I would have never guessed.
There is.
That's awesome. Man. I love that he did not he didn't step out of who he is 1 second because his dad was there. Do you know what I mean? Like at all.
For sure.
Oh yeah. So I found
right
one
on.
thing I found really interesting at the Milwaukee game. I don't know if you guys have experienced this, but right in front of the suite that we had, and we actually had 3 total suites that Dapper got us. But right in front of us, there was a section of the crowd that was dressed like the crowd, but was obviously there, paid for by the Milwaukee Bucks, and was like a cheerleading section.
What?
But they were organized, had headsets, was obviously talking with someone. 2 or 3 sections rows, either they get free tickets for cheering the whole
What is
game.
going on here?
But it seemed odd to me and kind of disingenuous.
Wow, hold on. Yeah, you better be careful what you say, man. They're going to put you on the blacklist of going to these events, man, if you're revealing NBA secrets.
It's like when Cannabis came on and said that the people at the booth in Vegas had never heard of Top Shot, but they were working there.
And then we never heard from him again. We still haven't heard from him.
This
Cannabis
is like,
is gone.
I don't know if it's like a organized cheering section in the crowd, but they were definitely very well organized, and they definitely brought the energy all game long. And
it's not like a fan club, like in soccer or something like that. It was something like that.
It seemed like that, but better organized. And it was definitely in lieu of cheerleaders. There was no one else leading chants or doing songs or anything like that.
And how many people were in this group of actors?
Probably 30 people, 3 rows or whatever.
John
the fan section.
The Bucks announced this a few years ago. The Bucks supporters section.
Paid actors.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's either like subsidized tickets or something, but they're very well organized and they're very into.
We need the Joe Schmo reaction right now, G. What is going on?
Yeah, I gotta load that into our system so we can watch that often.
I'm gonna be looking for that at the next NBA game I go.
Very strange.
I'm gonna go section to section quizzing people. Like, name me 2 players.
Yeah. Name me 2 players.
That's awesome. If they have that at every arena,
fans.
This is one of the wildest secrets I've ever come across, man. If they've got like fake sections of fans at every arena,
sad. They just won the championship. You shouldn't need that.
I know. There's no way you can't sell those tickets.
We'll need
to
a
real
full
fans,
on. We'll need another Taylor Stein investigation into the fake fans in Milwaukee, man. See what's up with that. That's what we need.
Wow,
Taylor on that.
Before we wrap out, guys, there's one last thing I wanted to do on the show, and it's open my locker pack.
Oh,
ooh,
that's right.
Wow, it's working.
It's working. Well, I'm going to see. I'm going to see if it's working. And just for this one, so anybody that doesn't know, last time we opened locker packs when it was 3 tickets for 3 moments, I put in 3 Miles Turners and I got 1 back. It wasn't the exact same one, but I put in a Miles Turner. I got a Miles Turner back. This time, when they announced this, I immediately went to the marketplace and bought like 5 Mason Plumlees. So we're going to discover today if I'm getting the Mason Plumlees back.
Wow.
Okay. Here we go.
Yeah, a bunch of us had saved our running backpacks for the suite, and we couldn't open that night. We were
wow. All right, the music's cutting you off here.
All right, yeah, here we go.
You're not supposed to.
There's a lot of you reveal all?
No, man.
Okay, all right, let's go through them fast. All right.
Boom.
All right.
That's your favorite.
Always
that's your
Matisse
boy.
Thybulle.
That
always
is your
Matisse
boy.
Thybulle. Yeah, it's block and whatever. We've seen it. Okay, SGA, not bad.
Baby.
All right.
I'll take that.
Also, I feel like we always get SGA in packs, though. I feel like we're always getting SGA. Oh, Pelicans. Ingram.
That's pretty good.
Hey, yeah.
These serial numbers are garbage. That's the only reason people gave these up.
I mean, yeah. Hey, this is still good. Just replacing Collector Square. I got rid of. All right. Jordan McLaughlin.
Rough.
Yeah, 1 of 40,000. These are all 1 of 40,000 so far. Oh, Raptors. Kem Burke.
I like Kem Birch, man.
Yeah. He was, he was. I mean, Raptors game was pretty rough last night, but yeah,
it was rough
Danny
until the young guys came in and started putting on a show, man. I'll say that.
It's weird to see Ben Simmons passes and stuff, or any highlight with him in it. This is a pass to Danny Green for a 3.
Hey, if you rewind that, I think Ben Simmons had an open lane to the basket inside to pass anyways.
Actually, you're right.
Pretty clear. It was pretty clear.
He had like Iguodala's like down in the corner, but he could have totally beat him.
What a mess. We need to bring Maury back on, LG, and ask him what the hell's going on with that. Because his China comments have now been overshadowed by Enes Kanter's today. So he's off the hook for that for a little bit. Right, Zach LaVine. That's a good one.
Yeah, that's nice. Zach LaVine dunked there.
That is nice.
That's nice to have 10 moments. This is kind of fun, even though I traded them in. All right, Eric Pascal.
Womp womp.
Yeah. Okay. 1 of 40,000. Sure. And this is another game where they lose by like 20 points. Okay. Someone on the Rockets. My God.
Yeah. I hope they do an opening night set like from last night and the night before, or like an opening game or something like that.
Yeah. Like last year they did season tip-off, which was a rare set.
I'm not going to lie. I watched as many games as possible for the first year ever.
Ricky Rubio, 1 of 40,000. There we go.
Rubio. All right.
Okay, you guys. Well, it's been thrilling.
So
I don't get excited for these packs. Sorry to say.
Oh, what did Jacob tell you about?
Well, we do have a roadmap coming soon, within the next week.
We saw his tweet.
From
Jacob
the Economist.
Jacob tweeted about.
Yeah. Well, my question to you is, are you excited for a detailed roadmap? I've heard you go back and forth over whether you like the, knowing what's coming versus having everything spoiled. It sounds like it's going to be pretty detailed.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. That's
coming from the Economist. It's not coming from Jacob.
Here we go. This is the tweet from Jacob earlier. That's just road and map. So that was posted earlier. Yeah. Very,
seriously.
Very good. Emoji game strong. Here, I'll like that from the first minute. There we go. Yeah, there we go. Nice.
I'll say what I think first, Blake, if you don't mind. I do like knowing a lot of stuff. Like one of the questions I want to know right now is if the rookies will be 4K or 12K or something in between in terms of mint size. Because if they're 4K, I will be so stoked. And it'll make them that much more of a diamond in the rough type of deal when some of these big name rookies we have this year come out. And some of them will be Blake, you're on fire, man. In the stepdaughter's room, just vaping away the storm in there, man. Sorry, I don't usually get distracted. That was pretty funny. That's my main thing I'd like to know about is I'd like to know the mint sizes and if we're gonna get killed with some moments having 300,000 of them and things like that, right? So, but I like to be surprised at the same time. Like they've been doing a lot of surprising lately. I'm so used to getting the info before it breaks, and it hasn't been happening lately. They've actually surprised us with a lot of their tweets and a lot of the stuff they've put out that we don't know ahead of time when we used to know them ahead of time, or somebody would always know ahead of time and tell us about it. It's not happening anymore. They're kind of catching us off guard, which I love. Mm-hmm. So I don't want to hear about everything, but I want to hear about the small things, the questions people are asking, kind of an FAQ for what's coming up this season. And that includes mint sizes for me, because I want to know what I should be saving my money for, right? The NFT space is growing by the day, and I have to use my money wisely. I'm not a millionaire to be spending on absolutely everything. So if I know these rookies are going to be a 4,000 edition, I'll save my money for that. But if I know they're going to be 12 or 16 or even more than that, I'm not saving it for that. I'll go for something else. I'll focus my attention somewhere else. So stuff that impacts financial decisions and things like that, or how I'm going to approach the NBA season, I want to know, but I want to be surprised by all the other stuff. If that makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, that's a good point, Phil D. It is nice to know what's coming so you can kind of manage your money. Right. And that's a really important part of it. I think that there's a way to both put out a roadmap that is helpful for people to plan what they want to collect, and also to not get, like in series 2, like some people felt like pretty screwed by, they thought they were getting moments where there wouldn't be more, and then there were more, or they didn't know, it was a surprise that there was like a hustle and show set, or there was another throwdowns. So I think it's really helpful to know. I think knowing how many moments are going to come out in series 3 is really helpful. Like what is the load, so that people can kind of properly plan for that, and even giving some hint of some of the sets. But I think there's a way to do that where you can still keep a lot of the surprise and not necessarily reveal when it's happening, right? Most roadmaps in crypto, first of all, are total garbage. It's like a 20% sales. We're going to be listed on OpenSea.
Right.
Like, it's like, that's not a real roadmap. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, 50%, we're going to open a Discord. Like, it's just like, it's total trash. So Top Shot has to do their due diligence because they have so many collectors, a lot of money floating around, a huge IP. I think, there's a way to say, hey, there's going to be this many sets. The rookies are going to have these kinds of moments. We're not going to tell you when certain things are happening. They're just going to happen, and I think that there's a way there to kind of manage that so that people can spend within their limits and within the limits of what they know is going to happen in Top Shot, but still be really excited when there's the announcement of a holo drop or a metallic gold drop or, MVP set or something like that. Right.
Or a running back legendary to finish out the season.
Why would you say that?
Yeah, seriously. Why would you say something like that?
I didn't hear anything of that.
Careful what you say, man.
It's a very specific thing to say.
Yeah.
That's really
He's like, oh
specific.
shit, Jacob's gonna be on me now.
Finish the regular season, right? Like
finish
April?
Finish season 2? No, the summer season. Wouldn't that make sense?
Oh, Blake.
Can we have a legendary?
You want a legendary run it back set? Like we already had a rare run it back. We have archive set. We have a vintage vibes. So you want a 4th set of historical moments? You want another
Wow.
Vince Carter? You want another Vince Carter on the Nets?
I think that's where they're going. That's just my opinion, where they're going with the tiered system. Commons are commons, rares are rares, and they got to make something legendary.
See, that's what I mean is that I'd love to know. That's the kind of stuff where it's like if there was going to be another run it back set of a legendary that came out like tomorrow, that's something I think a lot of people would have wanted to know before the other one, right? So I think that's the kind of stuff where it's like that's the kind of stuff that's really helpful to know. And they did a good job of that with the run it back set, where they're like, just so you know, there's going to be another archive set drop later, sometime soon. We don't know when, soon. So that's good. So people maybe don't overinvest in the archive set, knowing there's more coming, right? So that's the kind of stuff I think is fine, but I still love being kind of surprised. So that's my thought.
Blake, I want to know one more thing from you before we wrap things up. And I don't want to steer in a different direction, but I created a poll after the news came out about the WNBA legendary packs coming out next week. I created a poll that asked, are you dishing out $599 for a legendary WNBA pack? It was pretty overwhelming no to start, but now we're at almost 1,000 votes on the poll, and it's kind of evened out. The no thanks has kind of, I don't know, I'll compare it to Donald Trump, and then the hell yeah is Biden, but there's a comeback being made here. It was pretty lopsided for a while, and a lot of debate going on as to whether this is worth it. And the argument is that the pack will most likely be worth it in terms of value. If you're looking to sell, you're going to be making some cash off of it. But a lot of people, more than half of those 1,000 people, voted no thanks, that they're not going to be going for these packs and dishing out $600. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I already voted, and I voted heck yeah.
It was hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Sorry.
While you're at it, since you're vaping in your stepdaughter's room, you might as well go there. You dropped some F-bombs earlier, which is allowed. Yeah, no, I mean, I'm
a full-on degenerate. Whatever they're going to drop, whatever I can buy, give it to me, and can I buy 2?
There you go. Someone said, yeah, I don't know if they'll sell out. I go, no. The people who will buy them, if you let them buy 10, they'll still buy 10, right? They will sell out no matter what. That's not a question. That's not a debate. That's not a conversation. They'll sell out no matter what. It's just a matter of, I don't know. I feel there's still a stigma around the WNBA and the moments of the WNBA, especially that we've started the NBA season, where people are kind of like just right away, no thanks, I'll wait for the NBA stuff, right? But they're almost guaranteed profit. So if you're into profit, which I don't really see who wouldn't be, then you'll probably be buying these packs. That's the way I see it.
I think they're going to be sweet, man. I love the artwork alone, and I think we got to wait to see who the players are and kind of what's going on with it, and kind of keep in mind these are going to be the first and only for a long time WNBA moments. So that's pretty significant as well.
Someone asked if they could
really
keep
big
the
into
packs.
the WNBA.
Somebody asked if
they could keep the wrappers. Yeah, they want the wrappers. Yeah,
that's an interesting idea. I'm not going to lie. I don't know. I mean, with art like that, it'd be cool if you had an option of turning the pack into an NFT. Do you know the empty pack? Seriously,
Mm-hmm.
with its serial number.
Somebody would collect it. Somebody would collect it. That's for sure.
Oh, for
I
sure.
wish I
Like,
could have kept my LaMelo Cool Cat pack.
right?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wish I'd kept
Don't
my.
worry.
I wish I'd kept my LaMelo Cool Cat.
I
Is
wish
it
they would
longer?
bring Cool Cats
Like,
back.
yeah, Phil just wants another master challenge for the whole
I'm
season.
dying
That's
here.
the main
That's
thing
all I
Phil
care
needs.
about.
Yeah, anything. Yeah, just please have on the roadmap mystery players in Cool Cat challenges. The
Yeah.
only thing.
Someone
Game-
gets stuck in
Game
it.
winners.
Yeah. God, about so many. because
Cat
of you.
tattoos or whatever.
That was the
All right.
best one, man.
All right, boys, let's wrap up. Blake, great to see you, man. Thanks for coming on. Glad you had a great time. Congrats again on going. Phil D, epic show as always. What a fantastic show we had tonight. And if you like me, you can actually catch me in 15 minutes in the Flowverse Discord.
Whoa.
In literally 15 minutes from now, we're going to be chatting with Racing Time and Versus Auction. We're going to be having a chat with them in the Flowverse Discord literally at 7 o'clock Pacific. Just chat about their projects a little bit. And then tomorrow morning, we'll be on at 9 a.m. Pacific with Eternal GG with Jalen, Little Newbie, and Jeff to chat about their drop. A pretty big one on their end. So make sure you catch that with me in the First Mint and Flow. Otherwise, gentlemen, Nation, First Mint Nation, NFT Nation, Top Shot, everybody, thank you for another wonderful live show. And we will see you next time on the First Mint.
Peace.
Your search is over, now welcome to First Mint. Looking for NFT content, look no further cause this is it. From Top Shot to blockchain, they got the data chops, analysis, and pack drops, the show's equator hot. LG and Phil D, the best amongst others. Best brothers to happen to ball since the Ball brothers. So settle in cause it's time for the best show. Ayo Quad, who we reppin'?